Hi, Adrian. Hello, Adrian. How are you?
Hello.
Hi, how
Uh,
are you today?
I'm fine. I'm fine. And you?
Very good, thank you. Where are you calling from?
I'm from Uruguay, South America.
Awesome. Uruguay.
Uh, yes.
Awesome. And
You know it?
yes, yes, I do. I took a lot of geography when I was in school, so I've never been there, but I have heard of it. Yes.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
yeah, and Anatoly, where are you
Hello.
from? Hi.
Hello. I'm
Where
from Russia.
Russia. Awesome. So definitely different parts of the world. And then we've got is it hockey and in the chat. So um, let's see. We have a few more people that have signed up. So let's go ahead and wait for them. So what time is it right now in Uruguay?
Um, 11 o'clock.
Oh, it's okay. Eastern Standard Time. And Anatoly, what time is it in Russia?
6 p.m.
6 p.m. Okay, so 11 a.m., 6 p.m. And I am actually in Idaho,
Hmm.
USA, and it is 8 a.m. right now. So it's morning time. Okay, we have somebody else. Ahmed, where are you from, Ahmed? Maybe he's getting his camera or his audio worked out. Yeah, we can't hear you, Ahmed. So, all right. So today we're going to talk about commuting. Um, but no, before we do that, I wanted to was going to ask everybody, what's the weather like where you are at right now?
Here in Uruguay,
Uh-huh.
it's
What's the
a beautiful day. Um, there is 20 grade centigrade.
Okay, so it's 20 degrees Celsius or centigrade.
Yes.
Um,
Yes. Uh,
okay,
the,
yeah, that's
it's
actually 68 degrees Fahrenheit.
20 degrees Celsius. Okay.
Yep,
Okay.
20 degrees Celsius is 68 degrees Fahrenheit. That's the only one I
Okay.
know. So, Arnaldo, where are you from?
Hello, Lee.
Hi, well,
I'm from Venezuela,
Venezuela. Welcome. And
but
is it 11 o'clock there as well?
I currently live in Chile.
In Chile. Okay. All right.
Here is 14 degrees.
14 degrees. Oh, it's a little bit colder. And what time is it there?
11:07.
Okay. And Anatoly, what is the weather like in Russia right now?
Today was a sunny day.
Mm,
Right now the temperature is 23 degrees in Celsius.
okay. And where are you in Russia? It's a huge
I
country,
live,
so
yes, I live in Moscow, in capital
Moscow.
city.
Okay. All right. And like I said earlier, I'm in Idaho, USA. I have previously lived in South Korea. That's actually where I got my start in 1994 to 96. I lived in South Korea. And then I lived in Finland from 1998 to 2009. And came back in 2009 because had started teaching English in 2006 online, and I realized, my mom is getting old, and I want to be close to her. So now I live very close to my mom, and I can take her places and help her out, and still do what I love, which is to teach English. So that's a little bit about me. I just have to turn off my camera real quick. This is my little dog, and I got him in Finland when he was 3 years old, and he was born in Hungary. Then he was raised. He lived in Finland for 6 years, and then now he's retiring in the U.S. So, and his name is Alpo.
What kind of dog is?
He's a Pumi, which if you're familiar with dogs, Pumi is a Hungarian sheepdog, and it's a very rare dog outside of Hungary. Right now in the U.S., we have just under 200 Pumik in the U.S. So it's a very rare dog, and so that's why I can say he was a stud dog. Do you guys know what that means?
Stud
New word for
dog?
a stud dog. A stud dog means he fathered. He's a father and a grandfather. So they used him to be a dad. So to make puppies.
Okay.
Yeah, stud dogs basically make puppies
I'd
with
like
their bitches. So.
I introduce my cat also
Oh,
because
awesome!
you can see in my screen.
All right, yeah.
His name is Elastic. He is a British cat.
Awesome. Awesome. His name is Elastic?
Elastic.
Lystic. Okay.
Yeah.
Does he have a personality?
Personality? What do you mean? I'm not sure that I understand.
Well, is he independent?
Yes. He is alone, and he thinks he is the main member of our family.
Yeah.
I think.
That's what I mean when I've heard that dogs are very dependent on us and they need to be around people, but cats are independent and they think they're the best. So anyway, all right. Well, let's go ahead and get started on the topic of today. The topic today is commuting, and let me share my screen real quick. And commuting. So how first of all, you guys. So Adrian, you're in Uruguay. Anatoly, you're in Moscow, Russia. Arnaldo, you're in Chile. Do you guys commute every day to work?
I use metro, subway. Metro, different words. It is the most convenient way to reach my job because it is very crowdly city, Moscow, where I live.
Yeah, so it's very crowded.
Crowded, yes.
Yeah. Okay. And how about you, Arnaldo? How do you get to and from work or school or wherever you go each day?
Every day I take the subway.
Okay.
To get my work.
Okay, so you take the subway as well. And Adrian, how about you?
I usually drive the car.
Okay.
My car.
Okay, you drive your car, and For me right now, I made the decision that I was going to teach full time at home. So now I just go into my office and start teaching. So there's no commute. Um, but the last year, from July to July, I was a corporate trainer, and I drove my car, drove 45 minutes one way, and it got old. And then when I was in Finland, what I did was I took buses everywhere.
Okay.
Everywhere. So yeah, in Idaho we have very few buses, so and subways we don't have as many. Anatoly, you were wondering the difference between a metro and a subway?
I think it calls different in different countries.
Yeah.
Maybe American people prefer to use subway, and French people metro. But
Yeah.
it is all understandable both of this word. Yes.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. And actually, a lot of times, at least in the U.S., in the bigger cities, they will actually have a different name and they won't say subway at all. For example, in San Francisco, they call it BART. And and then Chicago, so Portland, Oregon, they call it TriMet. But they don't have a subway; they have more of a tram. So each city might have a different word for it. But the main word is subway. And like in the UK, what do they call it? The tube. And France, they call it the metro. So, but yeah, subway is the main word, but every city has a different word for it, really. So. Okay, let's go to the next page on this and let's discuss these pictures. First of all, bicycling. Oops, I was supposed to ask you guys what this is. So what is this picture? This picture that I'm pointing out. What is he doing?
Uh, he he's riding in bicycle.
Yes, he's riding his bicycle. Exactly. And or you can also say, I'm going to put this in the chat. He's riding his bicycle. Or you can say, you can actually use that as a verb. He's bicycling.
Bicycling. Ah, okay.
Or yeah, okay. The next picture. What are they doing? What is this lady doing here?
Yeah, the lady is on a bus.
Okay. Is she on the bus? I thought it was a subway. So
That's subway.
yeah, we can also call it. We can say she is taking public transportation. Hi, Guru. So he's taking public transportation. Hello, Aka. Welcome back.
Yes, hello. How are you?
Oh, hi. So, question for you.
Mhm.
How do you commute to and from work? And you're from Japan, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Now I use my car,
Okay.
but I used to commute by train, subway, monorail.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
Whatever. And when you drive the car, how long is your commute?
40 minutes.
40 minutes. Okay.
Mhm.
So Adrian and Aka take their car, and then Anatoly and Arnaldo take the subway. So we've got 2 and 2 here. So the third picture over here, what is this?
The man is driving. He's driving his car.
Driving his car, and it's a kind of looks like a nice car too. So okay, and what do you think the last one is?
On foot.
On foot, yeah. So she's either going on foot, or you could say she or he is walking. Is that a woman or man? What do you think? We can't really tell. So walking. Okay. Um, and so has anybody in this room ever bicycled?
I am almost every sunny day
Oh,
at weekend
okay. So do you ever bicycle to work, or you just bicycle for health and for fun?
for fun, for health.
Uh-huh. Okay, but not to work.
No.
Okay. And anybody else
No.
ever done that? Okay. Um, so I have
I,
a yes.
sorry, I couldn't unmute my mic. Yeah, I used to ride a bicycle to the train station, my home to train station.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
And was it safe?
Yeah, because it's not safe in urban area, but this area is suburb, so usually safe.
Uh-huh. Okay. So it just depends on
Mhm.
where you're at and so forth. Well,
Yeah.
I found a YouTube video that I want to share with you guys. Um, and this is a mashup, which means they put all kinds of different videos together of a person's commute in Istanbul. It's commuting by bicycle in Istanbul. How bad can it be? Can you guys see this?
Yes.
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 Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not sure if people can see it. Okay. Yeah, Aka, could you mute for a second? Can you
Okay.
mute? Okay. It's it's kind of slow. Okay, I stopped that because I don't think my bandwidth is able to handle it. Sorry. Um, but I can give you the um, I'll paste the URL in the chat box if you guys wanna watch it. But it's somebody's experience on a bike in different ways, and it's very actually quite interesting. But I thought you guys might find that interesting as well. But it was freezing up on me, so I don't think that'll work. So let's go on. Next thing I thought we'd do is talk about some idioms and phrasal verbs, some matching activities, a quick matching activity. If you guys can tell me, I'll draw a line from one to the other. What does carpool lane mean? What do you think? Hello? Okay, you're all muted, so
We can hear you.
you can't hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
You can or cannot?
I can.
Okay. Okay, so what is carpool lane?
To park in the street illegally next to a legal parked car.
Nope,
Mm,
that
should be
would be
legal.
yeah.
Yeah. Mm.
A carpool lane is something actually quite good.
Sharing a car lane or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So where you said to share a car? Where is that at? Okay, wait. Okay, so a special lane on highways for cars with at least 2 people inside.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so sharing a car is exactly right. Okay, so to double park, does anybody know what that would be?
That's the one I said.
Yeah, it is the one you said.
Okay.
It's the to park in the street illegally next to a legally parked car. Exactly. Okay. How about to drop off? What does that mean? This is what a lot of parents do with their kids. They drop them off at their clubs
To
or
deliver someone to a place.
exactly. Oops.
To deliver someone to a place.
Okay. To deliver somebody to a place. Exactly. Okay. Buckle up. I keep trying to tell my 5-year-old nephew that it does not mean buckle off, it's buckle up, but he wants to say buckle off.
To fasten one's seatbelt.
To fasten one's seatbelt, exactly. And what is opposite of to buckle up? To what is opposite of that?
Buckle off.
Nope, it's unbuckle.
Unbuckle.
But my 5-year-old nephew does not believe me. But so unbuckle, so it's buckle up, and unbuckle is to take it off. Okay, how about to give a lift or give a ride? What about that one?
To transport someone in one's vehicle.
Yes. It's very close to drop off. Okay, on one's way. So, sure, I can take you. You're on my way.
In the direction
In
that
the,
one.
yeah,
Go
okay.
ahead. Go ahead. Maybe we say something.
Okay, in the direction that one is going. Okay, yeah, so I can drop him off. He's on my way. Okay, how about out of one's way? I can't
Not in
take
the
him.
direction
I'm
that
not
one is going.
exactly. So if you say, "Oh, that would be like my mom asked me to stop at the bank for her," and I said, "No, my sister did. She asked me to stop at the bank for her," and I said, "Well, I'm not going that way. It would be out of my way." So I didn't do it. So to pick up,
To take someone from a place.
yes. Okay, rush hour.
The busiest commuting time.
Yes, and um, what is the rush hour in your countries? Is it pretty much the same, maybe?
Yeah, in the morning and in the evening.
Okay, so before work and after work?
Yes.
What
Yes.
in I've noticed that in my town, not in the little town I live in, but in the bigger area, it's the rush hour starts about 4 p.m. Does it start about 4 in your countries as well, in your cities?
No, it's too early. We have to do a lot of overtime work, actually.
Okay, so it's too early. Okay. How about the rest of you? So our overtime, I mean, our rush hour is from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. maybe 6:30. So how about in Uruguay? What time does the rush hour begin in the evening?
Maybe since 8 a.m.
In the morning?
To 7 p.m.
7 p.m. Okay, and is there a quiet time between 8 p.m. and like for in the States or in my community, it's between 7 a.m. and 9 a.m. and then it's between 4 p.m. and 7 p.m. or 6 p.m. Is it the same?
In Uruguay?
Yeah.
No, it's
busy all the time?
all the time, all the time.
Okay.
All the
Okay.
time.
How about in Russia?
I think from 4 p.m. to for Moscow to maybe 7 p.m.
Okay. And then Chile?
In the morning is between 6 a.m. and 8 a.m. And the afternoon is between 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. p.m.
7 p.m. to 9. So you're like Japan.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
is that similar to Japan?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So share a ride or ride share. Which one would that be?
To commute with
Commute.
one or more person in the same car. To commute.
To commute with one or more person in the same
To
car.
commute. Okay.
Yeah. Take off or rush off.
To depart immediately, to leave quickly.
Okay. Yes. So to depart immediately.
Immediately. To depart immediately.
Immediately and to leave quickly.
To leave quickly.
Yes. Excellent. All right. Let's go to the next.
Can I have a question?
Absolutely.
What is the difference between share ride and carpool?
There isn't, and I was thinking, there's another word I need to go over. That is that word. Thank you for reminding me what that was. Carpool is the exact same thing as rideshare. And for some reason, when I wrote this, I left it out, and I'm not sure why. In the U.S., carpool is the most common word. I think that in other countries, people might use rideshare a little bit more than carpool. Okay, let's go on to the next. Any questions about these?
Holly, can you put up the presentation?
Can I put up the present? You don't see it?
Yes.
Put up the presentation on the screen?
No, as a file.
Oh yes, yeah, definitely I will do that. Being a new Verbling teacher, I wasn't sure that I needed to do that, but now I understand. So I'll definitely do that.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, and let's go ahead and let's discuss. First of all, when you commute, I'm going to choose one question, and I'd like each one of you guys to choose a question to ask each other. Okay. The first question I'm going to choose is, how far do you travel, and how long does it take you? So, Anatoly, how far do you travel, and how long does it take you?
Is it question for everyday life or for tourism also?
Well, actually, commuting is another word. It is for everyday life, and so when you travel to work or you commute to work, and so they're both actually used the same.
It needs
Good question.
less than 1 hour, almost 1 hour,
Mm-hmm.
to reach my place where my job is located from my home.
Okay.
I use, as I mentioned before, subway for it, and during the riding, I can look to the news because we have Wi-Fi, free
Mm-hmm.
Wi-Fi inside subway and inside wagons.
Mm-hmm.
That's all.
All right. So you can read the news instead of look.
Yes,
You can read
yes.
the news or listen to the news depending on how you want to use it.
Read because
Yeah,
it's noisy enough.
exactly. Exactly. Okay. So so it takes you about an hour, and during that time you try to be productive with your devices, whether it's a phone or um, tablet or whatever, right?
Yes, mostly I'm trying to read in English most of the time
Hmm.
because it is also useful.
Perfect. Um, I the times I've commuted, I always fell asleep. Does anybody else do that?
Yes, all the time.
Okay, is that Aka? Yeah. Um, all right. Anatoly, could you choose a question and ask somebody else?
Mhm. My question is for Akaken. Uh, mhm. 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 Uh, would in the middle, would you ever travel between countries or states in order to keep a better job? Why or why not?
Mm, I've never traveled between countries. Countries or states. It's not necessarily abroad.
Yeah. Well,
Uh, huh?
yeah, yeah. States. For you would be a what do you call it?
Yeah, like uh,
Prefecture.
yeah, prefecture here.
Yeah. So between, would you travel between, like, you live close to Tokyo? Would you travel down to
Mm.
the southern part of Japan in on a daily basis to keep a job, like, or to have a
Uh,
better job?
I've never traveled between prefectures in order to keep a better job.
Yeah.
But
But would
yeah,
you?
yeah. If I actually the local, uh, kind of everything concentrated on Tokyo here in Japan.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's why a lot of people move to Tokyo
Mhm.
to better job or more opportunity to get work,
Mhm.
get jobs. Yes.
Okay. So, would you say, for example, you got your dream job and it's in Busan, South Korea,
Hmm.
and would
Um,
you travel there? Would you maintain your home in near Tokyo and travel to Busan
mm,
5 days a week?
mm,
Um,
mm. Yeah, I think it's possible. Some people doing that
yeah,
nowadays in this
yeah,
kind of globalized era.
yeah, yeah. People do.
Mhm.
All right. How about the rest of you? Would you go to a neighboring country, or like Anatoly, would you go down to St. Petersburg on a daily basis to get a bet to because you got your dream job?
Is
Hello?
it question? Yeah, yes, we can hear you, but we hesitate maybe because we don't know this question for who.
Oh, I said I didn't pronounce your name right then. Anatoly?
Ah, yes,
Between
okay.
Moscow and St. Petersburg, would you travel?
Uh, I think it could be possible in the future because now the speed of modern trains is good enough, and I think it needs 3 and maybe half hour to reach from Moscow to St. Petersburg on this
Okay.
train.
So would you go to Helsinki?
Sorry.
Would you go to Helsinki to keep your dream job or a better job?
Sinke, and I'm not sure what is Sinke.
Helsinki? Helsinki, Finland? The
Helsinki. Okay,
yeah.
okay, capital city.
I said it the American pronunciation instead of the Finnish one. Sorry
Yes,
about that.
yes,
So,
yes, yes. Maybe in future it could be possible, but maybe not in nearest future.
uh-huh. Okay. And how about Adrian? Would you travel um, between to a neighboring country or another part of your country to for a better job or your dream job?
I think I I I travel for a better job in some work. In fact, I work in a multinational, um, and the multinational
Uh-huh.
have regions. Hmm?
Okay.
There are people has staff that they have to travel every week,
Oh,
uh, every week in the region to support the operations, locally operation.
hmm.
Do you understand?
Um, did you say reparations?
Yeah.
So they have reparations, and so they have to travel in order to fix the problems.
Yes,
Yeah. Okay.
to support
To
staff,
support. Uh-huh.
to support the operation of the plants,
Uh-huh.
industrial plants, or other business.
Mhm.
Is some common. It's
Mhm.
very common. Is
Yeah.
this kind of shop.
Yeah. In fact, a lot of salespeople will travel. I've taught a lot of people of like in actually in Japan who um, were are salespeople, and they're in a hotel different every night, and their office is in their home because they travel so much.
Mhm.
So um, and then Alberto, is that your name? Wait, I'm sorry, I apologize. Arnaldo,
Yes.
would you travel between maybe Chile and Brazil or Chile and Venezuela to keep a better job or a dream job?
Oh, of course. Actually, I commuted from Venezuela to Chile
Uh-huh.
uh, for a better job.
Okay.
Um,
But you live in Chile now, right?
yes,
So you didn't go on a daily basis to and from.
uh, I had the opportunity to move, for example, to Brazil for a better job.
Oh, did
I
you?
yeah, I could take the opportunity
Uh-huh. Oh,
to
cool.
job in Brazil, for example.
Cool. Okay. But would you maintain your home in Chile?
Uh, Sorry, can you
Would
repeat?
I sure, absolutely. I'll write it down too. Would you maintain your home in Chile?
Yes, because uh, here I have family, friends.
Hmm.
Um, I I would try to maintain on
Yeah.
here, work in another place.
So you would go back and forth. So
Yeah.
yeah. All right. Now, Aka, could you choose a question and ask somebody else?
Okay. Anatomy and mm, are there certain professions which require commuting?
And you would need to please ask either Adrian or Arnaldo.
Sorry. Uh, and maybe Arnold said last time, so Adrian. Yeah.
So, are there certain professions which require commuting?
Yes.
That's an easy answer.
Are there certain profession which require community? Uh, yes.
Yeah, that's the answer.
Huh?
The answer is yes.
No, no. um, has eyesight. Um, uh, there are some position
Hmm.
that you have to travel in in a region to support in some topic and in some theme the operation of the bridge the the, the locally operation for example uh, in um, yeah, in fact is something common when you work in a company multinational is to have to travel in several countries.
Hmm. Yeah. So, so there are a lot of professions that require you to commute, and especially if the bigger the company, so forth.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
Excellent. All right. Well, could you choose a question there and ask Arnaldo? So, Adrian,
For me.
it's okay.
Excuse
Yeah.
me.
Could yeah, you choose a
ah,
question and ask
yes,
Arnaldo.
yes, yes.
Okay.
We will have, um, okay. Would you accept a job that requires commuting 2 hours a day one way,
Mm.
Arnaldo?
Uh, no, I couldn't have said because it could be so tired, and I I couldn't prefer commuting to get the work. For example, when I was at the university, uh, every day I commuting 4 hours.
Really?
Yeah, it,
Oh, wow.
uh, but nowadays I couldn't accept a job that requires commuting 2 hours a day.
Yeah. So, how long were you in school?
Uh, I I studied in Venezuela and uh, I in Venezuela I was living in Valencia and study in another city.
Oh, wow. And so you went 2 hours to school, then you were there for 4 or 5 hours, and then you 2 hours home.
Yes,
Oh, wow. Did you carpool or did you go by bus or train, or how did you get there?
by bus. By bus.
Wow. Wow. How about the rest of you? Would any of you guys travel, or have you commuted 2 hours a day one way?
My university takes 1.5 hours.
Okay.
So in total 3 hours daily commute.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a bit long, but less than 2 hours. Yeah.
I I I when I went to university for my bachelor's degree, I lived on campus. So,
Yeah, American campus has
yeah,
dormitory.
I
Yeah.
have the dormitories, so I have a hard time like, really? But I've been abroad. I understand that there's not a lot of dormitories in other countries. So, when I went to graduate school, I lived about 3 blocks from campus, and sometimes I would walk, and sometimes I would take the bus. But, all right. So, Arnaldo, could you
Yes.
choose a question and ask? I guess Anatoly, I guess would be the
Okay,
last
Anatoly.
person.
Uh,
So you choose a question and ask him.
in your viewpoint, what are the advantages and disadvantages of commuting?
Okay. I think we can find lots of disadvantages of long commuting. Commuting which needs mm, long time because we spend time our time which could be our own free time, but we have also uh, to find some advantages. As I said before about myself, I used to read during the commuting from home to work and back. And what else? Somebody could sleep. It is external time for sleeping a little. Um what else? If we are commuting with colleagues, we can talk with them, communicate with them. That's all.
Okay. Does anybody else have anything to add?
Mm. Is it possible to find more advantages?
Possibly. All right. Possibly some disadvantages as well. Some more disadvantages. Let's see, advantages. Well, you can be productive. You said be productive. You can sleep unless you're driving. I don't think it's possible to find any advantages. So what do you guys think?
Depend of the comfort.
So it depends on the comfort.
Yes, yes,
So it depends on.
yes. All
Okay.
depends.
All right. Okay, Anatoly, why don't you choose somebody else and choose a question?
Mhm. This question for Adrian. Uh, mhm. Previous last question. Would you give up your job if you had to commute frequently? If you had
Frequently.
frequently,
Frequently.
yes.
Secondly, um, I I guess I imagine frequently has 3 times a day.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, okay.
Frequently would be a lot of times. If you, it would be much if you had to commute all the time.
All the times.
Yeah.
Um, maybe uh, if I have to travel uh, um, in all country, or I I wouldn't I wouldn't give up the shop, my shop. But if I have to travel uh, in a big city frequently, uh, I I I would give up the shop. Huh?
Is that because you don't like traffic?
Exactly.
Exactly. Okay. Okay, so do you live in a rural area or an urban area?
I live in town in
Oh,
Montevideo.
okay. Oh,
In,
okay. So, but is that a big city then?
no, it's the capital, the
Uh-huh.
country, but the country there are 3 million people in the
Okay.
country.
So,
In the city in Montevideo there are 1/2 million people.
okay.
It's
So
small.
Uruguay sounds a lot like Idaho. Idaho has 3 million people and
Oh,
500,000
okay,
in our capital. So, yeah.
okay,
So, and I live in a rural area. I live out 45 minutes from the capital in a tiny town. So,
okay.
yeah. All right. Well, Adrian, could you ask a question to somebody? We just have a few more minutes.
Yes. Uh, Arnaldo, um, mm, how do you travel? Is it expensive? Is it tiring?
Tiring. Is it
Tiring.
tiring?
Okay, tiring. Yes.
Uh, I used to travel uh, on subway, sometimes by car with friends, and other times on foot. Here in Chile, the public transportation is expensive, and the subway is tiring, especially in the rush hour.
Mm-hmm.
How much is the cost?
Yeah. How much does it cost?
For example, if you have a car, the gasoline is about uh, uh, one $60 per liter, and the subway ticket is about $1, uh, yeah, $2.
Similar to here. Similar to here is a bus. In Uruguay, there isn't subway, but the bus, the ticket is has $1. $1. It's
I-
very
Is
expensive.
is there a monthly pass you can get for the bus or the subway in your countries?
Can you repeat?
Can you get a monthly pass? So, like for example, when I used to when before
Ah, okay.
started teaching, I used to take a
Month.
bus and I'd pay $30 for the entire month.
Yes, you can have a monthly pass, but in the cost is not less.
Okay.
It's not. It's not. Not less.
Yeah. So it doesn't give you any reason to not drive your car. So
Claro, of course.
yeah. For example, when I before I started, I worked I lived in Portland, Oregon, and I worked in downtown, and I lived in the suburbs, and I would take the bus in every day, and I had a monthly pass, and this was 20 years ago. I had a monthly pass, and um, it was like equivalent to about $1 a day. But if I drove in, I'd have to pay for parking, and that would be $4 a day.
Okay. Oh, the parking is
Yes. So the parking makes it so that it's more difficult to want to do this. But yeah, so we're getting to the end of the class. So now I can't remember. Adrian, you're in Uruguay, so it's almost noon your time. And Aka, what time is it in Japan?
Midnight.
Midnight. Oh, so you
Before
need to go to
midnight.
bed.
But I'm a night owl.
I'm a night owl. I know I did the same thing. I'm going to bed pretty soon too because I stayed up all night. But I've, it's like I'll be teaching at 2 and 3 in the morning in my time because that's when I'm awake. So and then on Natoli it's evening. So go have an evening, and then Arnaldo, is it noon there now in Chile?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So Adrian and Arnaldo have a great lunch. Aka,
yes.
go to bed.
Thank you. Thank you.
Anatoly, what is it? So it's 7 p.m. Have you had dinner yet?
Yes, I had.
Oh, so have a good snack. So,
Thank you.
okay. All right, you guys have a wonderful evening. As in Finland, they used to say "Hyvä päivä jatkoa," which means continue to have a great day. So that's what I say to you guys. And I'll get back on the screen as well. Continue to have a great day and enjoy everything, and I'll see you later.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Thank you very
you.
Thanks.
much.
See
Bye,
you.
teacher.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.